Uncertainty. That is the challenge facing Thailand and many economies around the world today. Hi, I'm Chris Cracknell, Chairman of Grant Thornton in Thailand, and this is our latest Grant Thornton International Business Review, focusing on Thailand and global trends. The survey data was collected between the 14th of July and the 2nd of September 2025. Stock markets may be at multi-year highs and gold at record levels, yet beneath the surface, businesses and governments face rising uncertainty. Change is accelerating, driven by technology, artificial intelligence, and shifting social trends. Expectations now differ widely across generations, cultures, and social groups. Polarization is deepening, and moderate voices are rarely heard. In many democracies, systems designed to protect freedom have made decision-making slow and complex, leaving governments to appear weak. Social media has become the main source of information for many, often without fact-checking, turning perception into reality. For governments, including Thailand, this is a time for confident leadership. Argentina shows that clear direction and decisive policy can restore momentum, though it is impossible to keep everyone satisfied. So what are we seeing in this quarter's data? Our latest IBR research shows global uncertainty has increased, while optimism has also risen. Despite headwinds, global business expectations and investment remain resilient, a positive sign for the medium term. In Thailand, real GDP growth slipped to 2.8% in the second quarter, while most neighbouring economies expanded. Thailand has been called the sick nation of ASEAN, with slow growth, high household debt, and reliance on tourism. Analysts also note weak technological progress as a factor in stagnation. Private consumption grew by 2.1% in the second quarter, slightly below the first. Exports rose 15% year-on-year, led by electronics, machinery, and vehicle parts. In September, exports surged 19% after a weak August, likely due to front-loading ahead of tariff concerns. Imports rose 16.8%, narrowing the trade surplus to $5.3 billion. The Purchasing Managers' Index returned to expansionary territory in March and improved through July. Unemployment remains low, and headline inflation turned negative at minus 0.3% in the second quarter, the first deflation in 5 quarters. The Bank of Thailand expects inflation to stay between 0 and 0.5% for the rest of 2025. The baht strengthened 5.1% against the US dollar in the second quarter and remained stable through August. Calls for intervention persist, but the central bank must avoid any sign of manipulation. Interest rates were cut again in August to 1.5%, the lowest in nearly 3 years. Looking ahead, Thai mid-market businesses are moderately optimistic about revenue, profitability, and exports. However, overall sentiment remains below Asia-Pacific, ASEAN, and global averages. Future investment intentions give a clearer view of confidence. When businesses feel secure, they invest in people, technology, and research. The IBR data shows Thailand below the comparator groups in all these areas and trending downwards. This reflects caution and weaker confidence. The global outlook remains uncertain. Much depends on US policy, especially tariffs. Geopolitical disruption continues to affect sentiment. Domestically, stability depends on resolving the border dispute with Cambodia and clarifying speculation about a snap election. Household debt remains high, mainly daily expenses rather than mortgages. Corporate debt quality is also a concern. Short-term measures such as tourism incentives and co-payment schemes help but do not address structural issues. Thailand's main challenge is productivity. With higher wages than neighbours such as Vietnam, Cambodia, and India, competitiveness depends on efficiency and a shift towards advanced industries suited to a mature economy. Education is key, from schools and universities to vocational and workplace training. Improving productivity is also vital to offset an aging population and a shrinking workforce. Labour law reforms may be positive in the long term, but will raise costs and reduce competitiveness in the short term. Timing will be critical. As Argentina has shown, decisive action can restore growth. Thailand must act with similar resolve to maintain leadership in ASEAN and capture opportunities on the global stage. Without bold reform, the economic outlook will remain uncertain. Wherever you see uncertainty, Grant Thornton can help you find direction, supporting you to act decisively, invest wisely, and grow with confidence. Thank you.